So 8 Senate Democrats breaking rank, voting with Republicans to reopen the government and exposing deep divisions within their own party.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer is now facing calls to step aside. Democrat Congressman Ro Khanna writing he is no longer effective and should be replaced. As Congresswoman Rashida Tlaib says, Schumer is out of touch with the American people.
So Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman is one of the 8 Democrats who crossed the aisle to advance the bill. And it looks like officially tomorrow we're going to have an open government and end the longest shutdown in American history. Senator John Fetterman joins us now, and his book is now out today. It's called Unfettered, and it's really your life. And Senator, first off, how relieved are you that the government's going to be open?
I mean, so relieved. I think my party crossed a line of now putting 42 million Americans with their SNAP benefits and making flying less safe and that kinds of chaos and not paying our military. I mean, that was a red line for me that I can't cross as a Democrat, and I think that's been described.
I mean, you have to give John Fetterman some credit. When he's the voice of reason in the Democrat Party, you got a problem. And with the break that Ro Khanna is making against Chuck Schumer, it's clear what's going on. That at this point, the progressives have totally taken over the party. They're trying to run out the old guard with both Chuck Schumer on notice and Nancy Pelosi retiring late last week. So again, when John Fetterman is the voice of reason in your party, you're in trouble.
Country over the party. And now that I think that's been the truth throughout it, and it's only wrong to shut our government down. And I'm relieved. But the people now that are going to get paid and fed and millions of Americans, they're going to be flying now. That's going to be made more safe and restored.
So Senator Axios has a piece this morning that says Chuck Schumer was talking to the moderate Democrats, pulled them privately aside and said, I know you want to open up the government after 2 weeks, but don't do that. Don't cave to the Republicans. Did he ever talk to you? He knew how you were going to vote. Did he ever talk to you about it?
Absolutely no. I was not in a conversation, or I never got any outreach. Everyone understood. I really kind of led the charge back in March. And then I said, I know we'll be back in September. And I said, I know where my vote will be then, too. It's always a hard yes to keep our government open. I mean, that's my principle because it's wrong to shut our government down. And now we knew that we would put those 42 million Americans for SNAP and paying our military and, you know, the Capitol Police. I mean, people have went 5 weeks without being paid. I mean, that's a violation of my core values, and I think it's our party's as well.
So, Senator, you came in.
Let me correct that. It's his old party. The Democrat Party is no more as we know it. It's, again, been hijacked by the progressive left with AOC, with Bernie Sanders and the whole gang. The likes of John Fetterman and the 8 moderates that were isolated here in this vote to reopen, they're toast. They're toast. They're going to get primaried by the extreme left and the radical left. And John Fetterman has made no friends, believe me. As much as they need Pennsylvania, and they'll continue to get it, they're going to have to change their message because John Fetterman's going to get primaried, or they're at least going to try to, because this is the unforgivable sin for the progressive and radical left. And that was to lose their leverage that they were deploying. And in the meantime, they were just blowing up the party and progressing or participating in the government shutdown. They are a party no more. They lost their swag, they lost their message, and now they're going to lose John Fetterman.
As somewhat an outsider, and by the way, I was wrong, totally wrong about you. I thought you were going to be a radical, and you've been totally different than that. Who is running the show now in the Democratic Party?
This will be interesting.
In the Senate, in the House.
No one really knows, and I think my values are reflected in my vote and the things that I support here, and if that might put me at odds with parts of my party, I'm okay with that. I mean, we need to be a big party, a big tent party. So for me, it's like these are pretty
There's nothing
reasonable.
Big Tent
I mean,
about the Democrat
my
Party
party's
right
always
now.
been opposing shutting our government down. And I'm not sure why it's controversial now to devote these things. And I refuse to put all these people in the middle of this political kinds of brinkmanship.
So I want you to hear what Lindsey Graham said about you last night with Sean Hannity. Watch.
Senator Schumer is probably toast. He's probably can't survive in this environment. The question is, can Senator Fetterman? I think Senator Fetterman has got a hell of a story to tell to the people of Pennsylvania. I've been up here doing the best I can, and I think people are looking for that kind of attitude, not the Schumer attitude.
The left isn't. The voting left isn't.
Both sides, and I'll use my own judgment, not be told what to do. All I can say is that we held our ground. The government is open. We're going to have a healthy debate about health care, and there's one person that had a lot to do with this we've never talked about much, and that's Donald J. Trump.
Exactly.
Your reaction?
My reaction is what I said earlier. I am truly elated that our government is going to reopen. For all of the millions and millions of Americans now, will have their lives brought back to normal. And now Senator Graham, I agree with him on several of the foreign policies now, and we have collaborated on those things. In fact, we really both agreed that striking the Iranian nuclears was entirely appropriate and necessary. So I think, the truth in those situations, regardless of the letter after their names. For me, where is our party? Our party is trying to figure our way forward, and mine's going to be an honest projection of where the direction and the kind of values that our party should embrace. And that's going to play out. But for me, I have no regrets. I've been very proud of the votes that I've made since I've been here as a senator.
Senator Fetterman.
Fetterman's on the most important point here. Where's the Democrat Party going? Who's their leader? He answered it honestly, that they don't have a leader, and they don't know where they're going. So when you have somebody like John Fetterman being the voice of your party, and he's considered the moderate, you're in trouble. So as the Democrats are preparing to get their strategy, get their messaging together for the midterms, which are going to be critical for them to try to take back the House, which they absolutely do want to do, I see right now that they have no message. They have no leader. They're putting Chuck Schumer on notice, and now we have Fetterman really telling us what we all know, which is the Democrat Party's in trouble. I'm curious what you think, and if you haven't subscribed, definitely do that. Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below.